Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thundertron podcast. Today I'm discussing and talking about the Transformers 2 series, Rise of these reveals from the Transformers Tuesday fan stream. So if you do want to hear all my thoughts and the news about the Legacy Evolution reveals, I do have a separate segment that should be up on the channel right now. Make sure you go check that out after this one. So let's get into it. There is two figures that they actually showed off and revealed for this stream. They are both up for pre-order and still available as of the time I'm recording this audio. The first one is the Transformers 2 series Deluxe Class Rise of the Beast Autobot Mirage. This is the 105th figure of the Stu series line. The price is $25. The release date is December 1st. Most likely will probably change. And it transforms in 25 steps. So let's get into it. So his accessory, he only has one. It's actually that really cool forum blaster that he used in the film. He does come with a backdrop. It's the New York City getaway, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I think it's overall pretty cool. We actually did have a few images of this a while back in I think early February or March, that area there, beginning of the year. And they showed on their socials, it was just like two images. It was just like product pictures, art pictures of the figure. Very little, images and details and info. They didn't even say when it was going to be up for pre-order. They just kind of said later in the year. But here it is. Actually, truth be told, kind of forgot about this figure, but here it is. I think it looks pretty promising. I don't know if I'm going to get this one. I do like the car, though, the Porsche. It's actually a licensed Porsche car. Did an amazing job. It appears to me they probably put some more time and attention on this mode rather than the robot. That just, in my opinion, just kind of appears that way. I do love the really cool racing fin in the back. Love the blue stripe with the Porsche logo. There's also Porsche written on the side. Love all the silver and the headlights. Really nice to see no mushroom peg wheels. It's really nice. Love all the details on the wheel as well. Just an outstanding Porsche car. Looks really cool. And I do like the tinted windows with the gray, transparent gray plastic. As for the robot mode, I do have to say the head sculpt will change. So in the live stream, they did say this head sculpt they have on the images on Hasbro Pulse are just early concept design images of Mirage. They just based off the early concept art they saw, because Rise of the Beast was delayed a year, so not accurate to the actual film. So they did say it will most likely change in the end result. I'm not sure how much it will change, but they did say it will not stay the same. It will be different when you get this figure. So I'm gonna wait on this figure just to see in the end result how it's gonna look like. You can wait as well, or you can buy it now. Really just up to you. But I'm going to wait just to see how it turns up. But it does appear there is quite a bit of kibble and panels on the legs and on the back. And truth be told, the Rise of the Beast design of Mirage has never been my favorite. It's not bad, just it's never really, made me excited. It's never really interested me that much, but it's okay. Maybe if I find it in a store someday on sale or clearance, maybe I'll give it a try. But overall, it's a good head sculpt. It's not accurate, but it's a good head sculpt. They do like all the silver and the blue and the gray, tons of really nice mechanical detailing, and the forum blaster is cool. Definitely needs some paint apps. It's very plain and boring. It's just that dark gray color, and in the film there was lots of details to it. Of course, it's not going to be 100% accurate to the film, but it would be nice if there was some silver or blue. Maybe they'll change in the end, because they're going to change the head sculpt. Maybe at the end they'll change a few other things. They didn't say anything about the weapon though. I'm actually not entirely sure how it actually attaches to the forum. I'm not sure if you remove the forum or if it just kind of covers over the arm. We have yet to learn how that works. But that's pretty much it for Mirage. Let me know anything of this figure in the comments. Will you be getting it? And what do you think of the accessory and the head sculpt? So let's now get down to the final one. Definitely the more interesting of the two. And I have to say the same for this figure. It will change in the end. They did say the color of Optimus Primal, this figure here, will change in the end. It won't be the final product. It's kind of a lighter gray now, but they said it will be a darker, almost a black color in the end, more accurate to the film. So that's good to see. I do know with the mainline version of Optimus Primal, a lot of people complained that it was too light of a color. So really good to see they're listening to us and it'll be changing it. But this is the leader class version of the Transformers Studio Series Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal figure. This has been rumored about and talked about for a while now. A lot of people have been really, really wanting this. And myself included, I was kind of interested of how this would look. I several times wanted to get the mainline one, but if I were to get any, I would definitely get this release. I do have some problems though. Some things really don't make sense to me. But the price is $55. The release is December 1st, 2023. Most likely will change in the end, and is still available for pre-order. I would definitely get this one because this seems to be very popular popular. Kind of like the Fallen and past figures, this probably will sell out very fast. That's just my assumption. As for accessories, he actually does come with a decent amount. So it comes with a transwarp key. I don't want to get into the features or details with that because that could spoil it. So I'm just going to say it comes with a transwarp key. Not going to say anything else about that. He does come with his 2 classic swords and a chain. So the chain is actually a bit interesting. I was surprised to see this. So it's actually based off of a clip or kind of a scene from the TV spots and trailers for Rise of the Beast. This really isn't a spoiler. So many people have seen this scene, even if you haven't seen the movie, we've seen this. It's been known. So there was one scene where Optimus Primal is running and he's actually swinging his sword around on a chain. Unfortunately, I guess a bit of a small miniature spoiler warning, it actually doesn't make it to the final cut of the film. It never makes it in, which is a bit unfortunate. I actually really like that. I thought that would be pretty cool if they included. I guess they didn't, they probably when they were editing the movie, they just didn't think it was needed. I don't know. But unfortunately, it wasn't in the film. But with this toy, you can recreate that. You can get the chain and attach both swords, and you can have him, swinging his swords around, which I think is just so crazy. It's cool. I like the feature. I understand what they were trying to achieve, but the chain is a bit ugly. It's a ton of hinges, tons of pins. And it could have been better. I mean, we've seen chains in the past with Masterpiece figures, some mainline figures, deluxes, and stuff like that. I can't really name off the top of my head, but I have seen better chains than this. They could have just made like the little plastic, hoops and rings, attached. It could have been a real chain. It just doesn't look the greatest to me. I'm not really sure what they were going for with the design of it. It looks a bit cheap and boring. So it would have been nice if it was designed and it would have been nice if it looked more like a chain. As for his final accessory, this one I really don't understand either, but it's the Energon axe, the axe that actually goes to Optimus Prime. So just a couple weeks ago, we did get the reveal of the buzzworthy Bumblebee Optimus Prime based off of the movie. It was a leader class like this one, and this axe here included with this figure is supposed to go with that one, which I'm not really sure why they didn't just include this axe with that figure. I mean, that figure only comes with like 2 accessories. I think it comes with a small little blaster and a sword, and this figure comes with like 3, 4 if you want to include the chain, if you want to, but 5 if you want to include the axe. So they really probably should have just given the axe to Optimus. I really don't understand why they included it with him, because it's not like he never uses it in the film or the movie, so I really don't get that. And also, the axe is way underpainted. It's just that gray color. They really should have given some silver, some gunmetal gray, some red. I mean, in the film, it's kind of like the Bay movies where it's like a glowing red. It's like, an Energon axe. That's why we call it that, because it's like glowing, so very underpainted. Hopefully they, like with the design of Optimus Primal, hopefully they change the paint apps, they're going to do a darker black for the figure. Maybe they'll add some more paint apps to the axe, because for one, I'm not sure why it's included with this figure, and 2, it's just so underpainted. But as for the figure itself, just taking the, color out of the mix, just leaving it off to the side, it's really well designed. I think it's a far superior figure than the mainline release. Definitely a really cool figure. He actually does have finger articulation. From what I can tell, it's like past figures where the 4 fingers, the 4 main ones, are just made or attached with 1 pin, and you can open those to, have him hold the transport key, the swords, and all that. The head sculpt is a bit odd to me. So it's actually him without his battle mask, which is a bit weird because in the movie, we never see him remove his battle mask. It's always with it on. So I'm not really sure why they did that. Maybe they'll change it in the end, like Mirage, where they're going to change his head sculpt. It looks okay. I probably would have preferred the battle mask to be on. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. And everything else looks really good. I do like all the fur detailing, love all the silver, gunmetal gray. Again, probably will be slightly changed in the end, so I probably will wait on getting this figure. If I will get it, I'm still on the fence. He transforms, if I didn't already say, he does transform 34 steps. As for his Gorilla 8 mode, looks really, really good. There is a bit of kibble on the back, but we've known for a while now with Beast Wars or Beast-related characters, typically there is some kibble, either like on the underside or on the back. it's a bit hard to make it absolutely perfect, but the head sculpt, the head of the gorilla and ape looks really, really good. I actually probably prefer this over the robot mode head. Love the green, tons of panels. The mouth can open so you can, roar, like a gorilla does, if you want to call it that. So really, really good job. And you can actually store these swords on the back. I'm not entirely sure if you can store the transwarp key or the axe anywhere or the chain, but I know in the picture, probably on your screen right here, it does show you can store the swords on the back. It's kind of taking from the Kingdom release where you could do that, so that's pretty cool. And he does come with a backdrop, if I didn't already say, it's the Peruvian Jungle Discovery. And that is pretty much it. The front of the box, really nice artwork of Optimus Primal running in his gorilla mode. And that's really all I have. It's cool, both of the Susurus figures. I wouldn't say top of my list type of figure. Let me know your thoughts on both these figures in the comments. I'm gonna wait, I'm definitely gonna wait to see the end result because they did say both these figures will change in the end. So I'll probably wait for some reviews or some better pictures because, even if these were not gonna change, at all, these are stock pictures. We have no real in-hand images, so even that alone it'll look different. So I'm gonna wait on that. But I do hope you enjoyed this segment, and I will see you next time.